welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true...
Breaks into the open. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Moncrief. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very tough.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. Almost popped free on the screen, but he'll be stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hester. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to the playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grab near to the marker. It's Moses. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Play number 9 on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well tonight, give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's concrete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that. He did get the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn.
There he goes. At 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Connors. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Gunderson. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. He's up to 49 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Makes a grab past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gunderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Hester. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the league.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach... Listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Hester. Snagged out of the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here we go. Handoff to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Connors. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. He now has 84 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Back to throw, it's Hester. Gets it to him on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. They kick it away on 4th down. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason to be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. And you were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Rebels are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hester. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Duke. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
That's reeled in. It's Humphreys. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Oh, better look out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback keeps it. Past the 30. Turning it on. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Connors. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra. Return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He now has 110 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job. Continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hester. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Now on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Offense in an empty set. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Dugan. Got his man in the middle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Hester. Wide out trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final between Michigan and Notre Dame, and here's how it went down. Notre Dame notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from South Bend is worth its weight in gold to the Golden Domers. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moncrief. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Blue Devils are rolling down the field. He's got him. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of...
Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Blue Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Moncrief. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And it's no good. He missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead. And they did not. The lead is huge. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Moses. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it out quickly. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Fighting off the defender. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Lets it fly on the move. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has... up with a big play.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Back to pass. It's Hester. Fakes to grab. Lots of running room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Rebels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oaks.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Hunt is on its way. He's got it. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like...
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Fires one high and deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
To throw, it's Hester. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it near midfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Moses. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw. It's Hester. Hauls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Moses. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze the...
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Blue Devils send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Grabs it in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking downfield, it's Hester. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Agbana. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition, so that's what's fun about today.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Run the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 15. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.